Hi. Bill Henshaw here again, your friendly local constitutional kook. More on current events, and many of you may have missed this one. It's a rather interesting subject, given what it could ultimately lead to, and that's the fact that we now have a chimera embryo in the form that's part human and part monkey. They're developing these things, and who knows, they're probably much further along than what this article tells you they are. But one has to ask at this point, what's the real agenda here? The stated reason, and it's actually it sounds pretty good, and it is a good one, is to use these chimeras to create organs that can be used for organ transplants to people that need them, because there's a strong shortage of that right now, and that is a very favorable thing to be doing here. But the problem comes in with this kind of organism that's now part human and part monkey is what exactly is it? And what rights might it have, or it might not have? I mean, there are a lot of questions here. And the bottom line is, you know, are the Bill Gates types out there trying to create organisms they can use to not only work, but probably not get paid for it, and that they can control completely? Because as humans haven't worked out too well. They've done a damn good job of it up to this point because people don't know the proper perspective. That's my job to get the word out. But with organisms like that, my God, you could create a workforce that'd be totally subservient and never get out of line and never have any reason to. So there's wow. Any of you that are have some expertise in this area, I'd love to hear from you on this and have a discussion. In fact, if you any of you send me for more information on my constitutional defense document packets, an email at unandquote@gmail.com. In my answer, I will include a couple of articles on this subject so you can see where it's going, and that may fuel further discussion between us, possibly even a further video. But I just knowing what I know, especially about the history of chemical and biological warfare with Fort Detrick, Maryland, among other things, and how this government generally works to start with. It's a frightening prospect. It really is. Even with the benefits that would accrue, there's a lot that can and probably would happen behind the scenes that no one ever sees and conveniently stays quote unquote off budget, so we don't even know it's there. And it helps let these eugenicists strengthen their control over the world as it already is and help reduce population. Another, by the way, good goal. I don't have any problem with the goal. I would have no problem with it if we had the lawful government that we should have. But in my view, and of course, none of us will be around to see it. I think in another 100 years, given the fact that we have 7 billion plus people on the earth right now, we very likely might have well less than half that number, and with good reason, particularly in Asian nations. I mean, it is what it is. Overpopulation there is humongous. We're not lagging too far behind, but 325 million. But when you got 2 billion plus in China, doesn't make any sense. And that's where the eugenicists say, why go through all that when we can just create these half men, half monkeys and have them be an unpaid workforce and do whatever it is we want? Wouldn't that be a hell of a lot easier to manage? Wow, really interesting, unprecedented questions up until this advanced, quote unquote, in scientific technology. So, like I say, please feel free to get back to me on this. I'd love to hear from people that do have expertise in this area that I don't have. My expertise is the Constitution, history, and laws of the United States. I would love to hear it. So please feel free to do that. But friendly, straightforward, there's room for open discussion here. I'm always open to that, even in my areas of expertise. I'm not like those damn state bar association attorneys out there that tell you you're stupid, you're ignorant, we know what the law is, see you later. It's not how I work. And I don't know how they've gotten by with it for as long as they have here in California, almost 100 years with the damn state bar in 1928. And we'll go there another time. Anyway, interesting subject. We will see what develops. And like I said, send me for more information to me email uwinningcourt@gmail.com. Remember to subscribe, like the videos, tell your friends, get the word out. Thank you.